how have the leads from the appointment perspective
Hmm.
been qualitatively?
They're really good leads. And the fact that they're exclusive leads is obviously a big deal to us because like Angie's List and places like that, they send that out to 10 different contractors and at the same price. And we've built two or three of those opportunities into roofs. So it has generated revenue. It's paid for itself pretty much.
Definitely. And how long has it been since we launched a campaign?
I think we launched it 2 months ago, two
Got
and a
it.
half, 3 months ago. You guys, the communications are good, the system works, the pricing is good. Everything is I'm really happy with it.
Awesome, guys. My name's
Mhm.
Elijah Kim. I'm here with Adam at Trident Roofing, and today we're going to go over more about what Adam's experienced so far in the program. He's been with us for about 2 months. More
Yep.
about the results he's been seeing, and as well any other comments and just his overall thoughts about our program. So, first of
Sure.
all, Adam, I'd love the audience who may be watching this to get an introduction from you. Can you tell us a
Sure.
little more about your story, your
Mhm.
market as well, what, home types of clients you service, what you do?
Sure. Yeah. So my name is Adam Henderson. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Trident Roofing. We're based in Norman, Oklahoma, but we service the whole state. Um, with your program, we're focusing on downstate Oklahoma, everything south of Oklahoma City, and east and western Oklahoma. So we've got a pretty wide geographic area. But it works out because we're willing to drive anywhere to service our clientele. The things I like about the program are the communication with the Kim brothers. You guys do a great job of explaining the program up front. Everything is as explained. There are no hidden trap doors. There's no bugs in the machine, but you know it's working for my company because we were looking for more quality leads. We checked out a couple of other lead generation companies, but I didn't like their models. I liked your model, and it works out. We've sold two or three roofs already from appointments that the Facebook advertising program that we did with you guys generated. So I am ecstatic. We've only been doing this a couple of months. The ramping up period went by really quick. And like I said, the communication with you guys and your team with Michael is amazing. You do a great job of reaching out to me if you have questions, and you get out of the program what you put into it. So, that's really my big takeaway is you can always do more.
Yeah, and I really want to tap into what you just said at the end. You get uh what you get out of the program is what you put into it, right? And
Yes.
that's
Yep.
something that to kind of summarize also earlier what you said in that bit was some people are looking, contractors may be looking for like a short-term solution or like something they don't
Right.
really want to put a lot of work into when in reality, like we do offload a lot of our, service and like the lead generation aspect of our services to us and we want you guys focused on what you guys do best. But what a lot
Right.
of contractors kind of expect is just like leads on a silver platter and just
Right.
not really doing anything else extra on top of that,
Yeah.
right? So I'm curious for you, Trident, and kind of to help people who may be on watching this video, listening to the conversation. What do you think it was for you that you really had to put your foot forward on,
Mhm.
just on top of investing into our program, but that
Yeah.
really contributed to your success outside of that?
Well, it's the 21st century. We're about to crack 2025 here in a little over a month. And I think in roofing especially, a lot of companies still operate with the old school door knocking techniques and things of that nature. And we've done it. I don't think it's as fruitful or as good of a use of our time
Mhm.
as just making an investment into digital marketing and digital advertising and trying to really maximize our business and optimize our business to exist in a digital world. Um, that has been key for our growth. We get leads from all kinds of different sources, insurance agencies, friends, family. But this is really on top of all the work that we generate ourselves. This is fantastic. And I don't know how I didn't do this before.
Well, why don't you think you did it before?
I think it was just the ad spend. I didn't really understand how it worked, the algorithms. I'm not a an advertising major in college, but I think it was really just the initial upfront. I was worried that there were lots of upfront charges and monthly subscriptions and things of that nature. And it's just not that way. You really get to decide, and you get to be the chief architect of whatever your program is, because you get to figure out how much you want to invest in it. So,
Yeah.
and obviously the more you put in it, the more you'll get out of it.
Yeah, that's insanely good advice. Like ultimately taking responsibility
Yeah.
and ownership of your business,
Yes.
and actually making decisions from the perspective of the business owner instead of like just the nitty-gritties, like being really particular, and even like to an extent taking quote unquote risk, right? I always
Right.
what a lot of our prospects say, and people who might even be watching this video is like, oh, I won't do this because it's risky, right? But our kind of framework or mindset around that's like starting a business is risky. Just
Absolutely.
like like there's so many things in life that is risky in and of itself. And it's like,
Yes.
what percentage of businesses succeed out after 5 years? The statistics like less than 10% or
Yeah.
something. And
Yep.
it's like, if not now, when?
Right.
And risk of not taking action and actually doing something to grow your business, to get out of your comfort zone, like you
Right.
said, to actually look into the future and invest something long term,
Yep.
it holds a lot of people back. But that's the most important thing, is making sure you're taking action, um,
Absolutely.
on things like that, right? I think that's something you do extremely well on, Adam, and it also contributes to a lot to your successes because you have a
Thank
really
you.
good mindset when it comes to that, and
Yeah.
just your framework on understanding that.
Businesses have expenses, and I just add this to investment, not an expense, because it is generating revenue. And that's the big takeaway for me. If anyone is listening, the revenue that is generated from these leads far outweighs the cost of it.
Mm.
We've had high degrees of success. I think we're closing 30 to 40% of the leads that we're getting. So, that's all up to the individual companies and how good their salespeople are at closing deals and being professional. But 40% ratio on anything is fantastic.
Yeah, is that what you guys are seeing with our leads?
Yes, yeah, and we still have several that are outstanding that we're trying to figure out when we're going to do their roof. So, we're working with those customers that we haven't built yet, but we're still in contact with them. And the quality of the leads are fantastic. These are actual customers that want a roof, or at least they want to investigate what it costs to get a roof. So it may, sometimes we always take the angle that even though we may not sell a client a roof today, they may call us in a year, a month, 6 months. You never know with the hail and the weather here in Oklahoma.
Yep.
So,
That's really important. A lot of contractors, they just mark leads as dead and never like put them in some aspect in their business or system
right.
that, down the line could actually turn into opportunity. For example, there's like a good strategy to use like repair jobs, even though
Yeah.
they're small and in even some cases not profitable now.
Yeah.
You can see how that job nurtured down the line. Maybe something else happens. Maybe they got hit by,
Sure.
and they will know that you did a great job for the repair, and they will choose you to do
Mhm.
the replacement. And it's just more
Yeah.
revenue down the line that you could take advantage of, which is awesome to see. You can.
Speaking of repairs, one of the roof deals that we did with a lead that was generated by you and your brother, um, it was a roof repair. It was a small repair, but it turned into a full-blown siding job along with the roof repair.
Yeah,
So
great.
it really gets your foot in the door with a client. You never know what their needs are until you get there.
100%. Yeah, exactly.
So,
That's amazing. I have
yeah,
one last thing, or one last question
sure.
for anyone, who particularly are interested in like a program like ours. Maybe they're also like interested in seeing what Clive Systems does, or maybe they've already
Mhm.
been called with us and they're just considering joining the program, but they're
Sure.
sitting on the fence
Right.
for whatever reason. What would you say to that roofer? What would you say to that business owner to help them get over the line, or anything to
Don't
say?
don't be afraid of digital marketing. Roofing, as I said earlier, a little bit of an archaic business. A lot of companies still go out and do the old school door knocking, which, if that's how they get business, God bless them. We've done it. Um, we just don't think it's the most efficient use of our time and our resources. There's always a cost acquisition to every lead you get. I don't, whether it's a referral from a family member and you've got to pay a referral bonus, or if I just pay for Facebook advertising, and pay for a lead, there's always an acquisition cost. So don't be afraid of this acquisition cost because it works.
Yeah. Well, that's great advice.
Yeah,
I really appreciate that, Adam.
absolutely.
Thanks for the interview. It's a pleasure, and I look forward to future success too, and everything
Same.
we have.
You guys are our partner. We don't look at you as a third party outsourced company. You guys are partners of our business. And I think if other roofing companies see this and they hear this, you really do have a true partner with Clive Systems. They do take care of you very well.
Much appreciated. Thank you very much,
Absolutely.
Adam.
Yeah.
All right, awesome.